Hi there, I'm meteorologist Tom Kippen. It is Monday evening, October 6th. And keep in mind it is October 6th, but gonna clean some things up here. And this has been making the rounds on the internet today, and it is the European seasonal snowfall ensemble mean. So it's taking all the European model runs together and giving us an ensemble mean of our total snowfall for the winter season. And as you can see, just based off the colors, it looks like a lot of the United States is going to get a lot of snow throughout the winter, one would think on a quick look. But when you actually take a look at it and really zero in on the numbers, an ensemble mean, just an average of all the European model runs on how much snow we could potentially see this winter. I'll read these numbers out to you. 86 inches for Marquette for the upcoming winter. 76 inches for Newberry. 58 Iron Mountain and 57 for Escanaba. So if those numbers were to pan on out, that would be below snowfall average for the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We got a lot to go through, and we got a winter to go through. So once again, you've heard me say on social media, it's tough to predict a whole season of winter snowfall. So you're just going to have to wait and stay tuned and see how the winter is going to pan on out. But in the meantime, let's look at what's going to be going on here as we head through the next 7 to 10 days, and this resembles nowhere close to a winter map here. And in fact, 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center showing likelihood of above average temperatures as we get into the weekend and also into next week. And you can see pretty much everyone east of the Rocky Mountains in that range as well. Now keep in mind, our average daytime high temperature will be dropping as we head into October, and we're going to see average high temperatures in the middle 50s. So this does not mean we got some beach days coming up. It's just a likelihood that we're going to see above average temperatures above our average high of 55 degrees. Precipitation outlook, right about on average for this time of year. Let's take a look at the fronts here and see our next precipitation chances. Here's our Monday evening surface map. High pressure is trying to build into the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. To our west is another cold front. It's going to swing on through here on Tuesday morning, dry, but what it's going to do is kick up the wind. Tuesday afternoon, don't be surprised if you do see some wind gusts that could be anywhere between 30 and 40 miles per hour or higher near the Lake Superior shoreline and also in the Keweenaw Peninsula. This is Wednesday morning. Clear skies, high pressure right over the western UP, and that's going to lead to a chilly to cold morning, especially as you go inland. Here is the national blend of models, and as you can see to the right of me, my left, your right, I think that does make sense. You can see temperatures for Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin, and that's right there on the Michigan-Wisconsin border as you go west of Iron River. The National Blend of Models has low temperatures in the mid to upper 20s, spanning from a potential low of 21 to a potential low of 33, and right in the middle is 26 to 29 degrees. I know it's October, so this comes as no surprise, but for vegetation purposes and plant purposes for inland areas west of Marquette, we could potentially have a killing freeze. Next front shows up Thursday night, Friday, may bring us a few rain showers, really not that fired up about it. And then it's almost like a repeat of last weekend when we're going to have a good southerly wind out ahead of a strong storm system that's going to be going into the Canadian prairies. And that southerly wind is going to be bringing us above average temperatures as we get into the end of the week and also as we move into this weekend. Let's take a look at some models here. This is the afternoon run of the GFS American model. And you can see the GFS is a little more eager beaver to bring us some precipitation in here on Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Hopefully the rain holds off for the Packers-Bengals Sunday late afternoon evening game in Green Bay. but you can see the GFS model bringing in the precipitation a little bit quicker as opposed to the European model late Sunday afternoon, still keeping the bulk of the precipitation to our west. Backing it up to the GFS, notice these lines are close together, packed in together, and we've talked about that. You get these lines packed in together, and that means it's a good bet for wind. And when we see above average temperatures now going into the winter, odds are it's going to be coming with a good southerly wind. So when I talk about a warm-up, I'm also going to show you, more than likely than not, some of these maps where these isobars, equal lines of pressure, are packed in together, bringing in good winds. Also on the flip side, I may be showing you some lines of equal pressure packed in, coming in from the Canadian direction. That would bring in some bitter cold air. But for now, it's warm air, and widening out the view and showing you the Canadian model here, it's keeping the precipitation further west, strong storm system going through the northern plains, and also the Canadian prairies. Here's the National Blend of models here, kind of cleaned up, and this is for the National Weather Service in Nagani Township at their point location for this forecast. For your Tuesday, 57 degrees, Wednesday, 55, and then as you can see, temperatures inching on upward as we get into your Thursday and Friday, temperatures around 60. And then milder air, temperatures in the mid-60s for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and that's when we could see a good southerly wind. And then overall temperatures remaining still above average as we go into the middle of next week. If you found my weather page, Up in the Sky Weather, weather pertaining to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, welcome. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Also, you can catch me here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan on my UP News on television. That is weeknights at 6, 10, and 11. Also on myupnow.com. Check out my UP Now's Facebook page, and also catch me on the stations of the Radio Results Network. Have a good one.